change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite, before I came to campsites. I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up on my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Just like you wanted, my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, ay. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Cause see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, gird you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking
I
with
say
you.
fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy. If you ain't in no black, ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it silent, I ain't fucking with you.
Shalom, Lord in Christ. Shalom, Lord in Christ. Y'all Bashim Shabbat thumb to all the Akim that's out there watching. Y'all Shema, all the thumb Bashim. Y'all shout out all the Akwathian that we got joining us tonight. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. This is the Lashawan Qadash class on the Virginia channel, coming to you every Friday night. Going over the Lashawan Qadash, which is the holy tongue, which is our language, the holy tongue. All right. Y'all give me a 1 in the chat if everybody can hear me all right. If y'all can all hear me all right. I got a new mouse I'm trying to get used to. So Salakia. Yeah, you at mouse. There you go. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, bet I got ones in the chat. Most time Christ. All right, we up and live on the ground. We live on the book, and we live on YouTube as usual. Let's clap it up. Again, like I said, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. We come to learn a holy tongue, learn our language. Tonight, the scripture, we get to the scripture part in preparation for Ibadah Shabath tomorrow. The scriptures we're going to be reading is going to be Exodus chapter 32, starting at verse 20. And tomorrow we'll get to all the way down to Exodus chapter 34 and verse 10. I doubt if we get through all that tonight, but we're going to do our best. We'll do our best. Again, this is the Lashawan Qadash class. A little different from some of the other classes that we have. This class here, we actually put a link inside of the chat. A link inside of the chat that you can actually get on screen and practice, speaking, saying, conversing in the Hebrew. I don't forget the main part. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You probably looking and say, who these niggas on? Who these colorful niggas on screen right here? We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of this Bible, that blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. And in this same Bible, not no different one, not no abbreviated one, but in that very same Bible, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He's described of as the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization. We're not affiliated with no Christian organization or any fake Israelite group. And if it's not the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge, they are lying to you about something. That I can guarantee. You know, I mean, we are the home of the truth since 1969. All your little offset groups come from right here, from the original. They couldn't cut it, so they left and started their own thing. You know what I'm saying? That's that watered down Kool-Aid. If you're looking for the real deal, you are in the correct spot. Again, this is the Lashawan Qadash class. I see we got Officer 1000, Matazai Kara, checking in out of Chester. Yabashimasharagathalwan. We also got Aqua Aya checking in as well. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shah to you as well. You know what I'm saying? Again, the link is in the chat for anybody that can get on. If you choose to jump on a little bit later on. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tonight won't be a heavy night. Like I said, I said in the beginning of the our year, beginning of the real new year, the beginning of the season, we said we were going to kind of review a lot of things that we went over so that we can start putting what we learned in application, putting what we learned, actually utilizing the things that we've learned. We had a good amount of review over the last couple of weeks. And now we're coming up to the portion where tonight I want to go over numbers. Now, we've been over numbers before. We just want to go a little bit more in detail with it tonight. so that we can begin to again utilize those numbers in our daily conversations as well. All right, we're going to start off how we normally do with our alphabet or our characters. I'll pull that up and we'll go from there. Let me get ready to get that on screen. Hopefully everybody can hear and see me all right. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure you put your city name and state inside the chat so we know how to properly address you. We don't do pronouns here in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Way before Trump came out and said it, we have been told you that the Most High said he made male and female. You know, so that's how we roll around these parts. We don't need your latest and greatest white hope to tell us, you know what I'm saying, what this Bible says. You know, we are the authoritarians on that. So again, put your city name and state in the chat so we know how to properly address you, and you should get credit for being in class tonight. All right. So again, we're gonna go over some of our foundation, the characters. We're gonna go do our prepositions and subject pronouns and all that good old stuff. And then, like I said, then we're gonna work our way up to reviewing and going over our numbers. All right. And then last thing that we will do is going to Exodus. We're going to read from Exodus chapter 32 and 20 down to Exodus 34 and 10 in the Hebrew. Again, we may not get through all of it, but at least we'll get through and get some of it started, though. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get the characters up first. We'll go through there. Again, the link is in the chat for everybody that's available to jump on. Where we at? All right, here we go. Yes, I got a new mouse I'm trying to get used to. It's supposed to be ergonomic and better for me, for my hands and all that good old stuff. I think they just come up with new ways to get more money out you. That's what I think they be doing. But so far, so good. All right. So as you can see on the screen, these are our characters. You could call or say our alphabet. Now it's a little different than the alphabet that we learn traditionally here, because these letters actually mean something. These characters actually have a meaning, and we're gonna go over that. We're starting with the I. All of our characters have that I sound to them. They all have that I sound to them, except for one of them. Most of them are going to have that I sound to it. This is the original language where all your languages are based off of. Everything in this world is stolen from us. It's stolen, repackaged, relabeled, and then devoid of any credit going back to the originators. That's pretty much the story of this world. And it's the same thing when it comes to languages and so forth. At one point, we all spoke the same language. And then the Lord saw how destructive that was. That wasn't going to work. So he had to separate us. Whenever you hear anybody talking about, we all just need to come together. It has never been that way. And that's never been that way. The Lord never intended for it to be that way. The Lord separated Adam. He separated Adam. And when the people got too big for their britches, he separated all the people once again and confused the tongues so that we couldn't communicate like that. So we would stay separated. And even that didn't work because us, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, have always followed the other nations instead of being the leaders for the other nations. You know, we always have followed the other nations. So this is where you get the languages at. So now when we're going over the language, we are the Lashawan Qadash. We actually learn the ancient, which is the Lashawan Qadash, and we also learn the Assyrian. Assyrian is a derivative of our language. It came about due to the Assyrian captivity. All right. So when you're looking in the Bible, the quote unquote Hebrew that you'll see in there is going to be in that Assyrian. The Hebrew that the impostors speak is a Yiddish. It's a combination of their dialect and tongue with the Hebrew. It's not the original Hebrew, and they are not the people of the book. All right. So with that being said, I gave you my little 10 cents. 10-cent spiel on the Hebrew. Let's go ahead and get started on it. First character is going to be the I. We have the I on your left in the ancient, and you have an I on your right in the Assyrian, and that I stands for alap, or cow, cattle. Husbandry. Husbandry is our forte. That's what we did. We were sheep herders. We were people of the land. You know what I mean? We farmed, we tilled the ground, we grew, we cultivated, we civilized. That's who and what we are. And I know that can be very hard to understand or believe nowadays because we have been so far removed from that type of life. Most of us have never seen any animals outside of a cat and a dog and a raccoon and some deers. If you're in Virginia, you see a whole bunch of reindeers running around if you're in Virginia. You know what I mean? But outside of that, outside of going to the field trip, going to the petting zoo and all of that, we don't see a lot of animals because most of us aren't raised on farms anymore. And that was done on purpose. That was done on purpose. And again, this is all of us rehearsing the acts and getting and reclaiming back our nation and rebuilding this nation is coming back to who we are. It's coming back to who we are. When I was younger, you think it's a flex coming from the city. And it's not to take away from anybody's experience. I think we have a bad habit of doing that as well. It's not to take away from anybody's experience, be you rich, be you poor, be you middle class, be you urban and rural. Well, if you Black, Latino, or Native American Indian, you are them folks. So it's not to take away from anybody's experience, but it's definitely something to be learned. It's something that they took away from us on purpose. All right. So I stands for alap, which is cow or cattle. And if you were to turn that that symbol in the ancient, to the left, 90 degrees, right? 45 degrees, then it will look like the head of a cattle. The head of a cattle. So that's where we get that from. All right, our next one. So I get to the screen. Hold on. Mouse. Oh, I'm already over there. No sweat. All right, next one is going to be the ba. It's going to be the ba. We have ba on your left in the ancient and ba on your right in the Assyrian. And that ba stands for bayath or tent. Bayath or tent. One point in time, we dwelled in tents. We were simple folks, you know what I mean? We dwelled in tents. So bayath or tent. You have ba on your left in the ancient, ba on your right in the Assyrian. All right, next up is going to be the ga. It's going to be the ga. You have Ga on your left in the ancient and Ga on your right in the Assyrian. That Ga stands for Gamal or camel. Gamal or camel. So often, because of the lies of this oppressor, we consider ourselves to be African. We want to be Muslim. We want to be part of Islam. Not realizing that everybody comes from that part of the earth. So that Gamal or camel was again something else that was common to us, and now it's foreign to us now. But that is part of our culture. All right, next up is going to be the Da. It's going to be the Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient, and you have Da on your right in the Assyrian. Da stands for Dalath or door. You can actually see, like, if we were looking at a tent, that would be like the shape of the opening of the entrance to that tent. Dalath or door. All right. Also, where you're going to see that Da is the Dawada. Dawada. This is the Dawada, which is and Dawada is just David, or King David's name. And this is his insignia. I always like to give the example of like Game of Thrones. Everybody watch Game of Thrones. You may have been watching it for the wrong reasons, but hopefully you was able to pick up on some certain things. And that king signed anything with that official stamp or signet. This is the same as King David's name. This was just his name, his insignia. to show you that we belong to the house of David. We were under the King David, our king. Now we're under our King Christ, but this, like everything else, was stolen from us. It's stolen and it is misrepresented as a star, when in actuality, this is a shield, the shield of David, the Magan Dawada. All right. It's not a star. The imposters call it a star, but it's not a star. All right. Next up, it's going to be the Ha. It's going to be the Ha. You have Ha on your left in the ancient. You have Ha on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ha stands for Hana or behold. Hana or behold. All right. Next up, it's going to be the Wa. You have the Wa on your left in the ancient and the Wa on your right in the Assyrian. And that Wa stands for Wawa or fish hook. Not the gas station, but fish hook. Wawa or fish hook. All right. Yahweh Shema Lathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. We got Princess Tazarah checking in. Most High in Christ. All right. Next up, we have the Zah. You have Zah on your left in the ancient. And you have Zah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Zah stands for Zion, weapon. Zion or weapon. All right. Zion or weapon. Which is a good indicator or indication of how the whole nonviolent movement was some garbage that did not come out of the Bible. Again, that was not from the Most High. That was not from our God. It was from some mess that Martin Luther King had adopted into his own ideology and philosophy, because he was not sent by the Most High. Just like any of your pastors. So again, if you're watching, you just happen to click by and you still go to church, your pastor ain't called by God either. We can prove that very simply. All right, next up is going to be the Cha. I think I said that good right there. Cha. Cha. You got Cha on the left in the ancient, and then Cha on your right in the Assyrian, and then Cha stands for Chawama'a or fence. Chawama'a or fence. I always feel some kind of way when I go into the 7-Eleven and I be hearing them in there speak. And their language is very close to ours, but they say it come off so smooth. And I want to knock the Slurpee out their hand when I hear them say it. Because again, we were just raised on this side of the earth, underneath this damn oppressor, removed from our language, given English and a whole bunch of other backwards things that wasn't ours. But nonetheless, we're gonna get it though. We're gonna get it. And eventually we're gonna be speaking just as fluent as we want to get to be in this Hebrew. All right, next up is gonna be the Ta. It's gonna be the Ta. You have Ta on your left in the ancient, and we have Ta on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ta stands for Tanah or basket. Tanah or basket, or your store. Again, another way how you know that we have been removed from this Bible. That was commonplace for us to sell things, purchase things, have things, acquire, have a store. Even out of slavery, I buckled down and watched. I finally went ahead and watched Sinners. I watched it for free though. I wasn't paying for the damn movie, but I did watch it for free. And one of the things that stuck out to me is the sister that had the store back in the woods, that basket, the store. That was something that was common to us. Very common. Now it's not. Now we're used to going to what they call these food. Well, our neighborhoods have become food deserts. We go to the Walmart or to the Kroger or to whatever grocery store to do all our hunting and gathering. You know what I'm saying? And again, that was not our culture before. This is something that we've learned and adopted from being inside of this captivity here. All right, so basket or store. But I did watch it though. I did watch it. I wasn't as displeased as I thought I was. Actually, wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I always like to see devils get they just do at the end, so that part made it better. And I'm always kind of I'm kind of one of the ones that root for the bad guy. I kind of always root for the bad guy in the movies, you know what I mean? So I kind of got a little bit of both of that. So it wasn't that bad. I'm still glad I wouldn't pay for it. I ain't paying for no damn movie. My days of paying for any movies is over with. It's not unlawful, but I don't pay for movies. I'm not paying for no movie. All right, next up is going to be the Yah. You have Yah on your left in the ancient, and then you have Yah on your right in the Assyrian. And that Yah stands for Yad or hand. Yad or hand. All right. Next up is going to be the Ka. You have Ka on your left in the ancient. You have Ka on your right in the Assyrian. That Ka on your right in the Assyrian has two characters. Why? Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So they had to make it difficult. That's all right, because we the ones that taught them. But they had to make it difficult. So on the Assyrian, where that red arrow is pointing at, that's going to be the Ka that you will find if it's at the end of a word. If that Ka falls at the end of a word, that would be the Ka that you would find there. All right. And that Ka stands for cop or palm. Cop or palm. All right. Next up is going to be the La. You have La on your left in the ancient, and you have La on your right in the Assyrian. And that La stands for Lamad or learn. Lamad or learn. All right. Lamad or learn. Next up is going to be the Ma. You have Ma on your left in the ancient, and you have Ma on your right in the Assyrian. And when that Ma is turned upside down in the ancient, you can see where they get that M from. All right. That Ma on your right in the Assyrian has two characters as well, where that red arrow is pointing at. That would be the Ma that falls at the end of a word. And Ma stands for Mayam or water. Mayam or water. All right. Next up is going to be the Na. You have Na on your left in the ancient. You have Na on your right in the Assyrian, and Na on the right in the Assyrian also has two characters. Where the red arrow is pointing at, that would be the Na that you use at the end of a word. And Na stands for Nawan or sprout. Nawan or sprout. Next up is going to be the Sa. You have Sa on your left in the ancient, and you have Sa on your right in the Assyrian. That Sa stands for Samak or establish. Samak or establish. All right. Like we will establish a brand new kingdom and government. Won't be no Republicans and no Democrats. We ain't gonna be having no damn vote every 4 years. This is the last. This is their last time for this. They better enjoy it while they get it. I think some of them have a little bit of buyer's remorse though. I think they're having a little bit of buyer's remorse, and I love it. I'll be all in the comment section talking crazy. I love it. I love it. I can be just as petty as them damn devils can be sometimes. So yeah. All right. Next up is going to be the I. Now again, when I told you all the characters don't have that I sound. This is one of them, or this is the one of them. I on your left in the ancient, and I on your right in the Assyrian, and that I stands for Ayan or I. Ayan or I. All right. All right. Next up is going to be the Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient, and you have Pa on your right in the Assyrian. That Pa on the right in the Assyrian has two characters, where the red arrow is pointing at. That's going to be the Pa that you find at the end of a word. And Pa stands for Pa or mouth. Pa or mouth. All right, next up is going to be the Tazah. Tazah. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient, then Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. Tazah in the Assyrian has two characters as well, And unlike all the other ones where the red arrow is pointing at, that'll be the tazah you'll find at the end of a word. And tazah stands for tazad or side. Tazad or side. Next up is going to be the qua. It's going to be the qua. You have your qua on your left in the ancient, and you have your qua on your right in the Assyrian. And that qua stands for quam or rise. Quam or rise. All right, next up is going to be the ra. You have ra on your left in the ancient, and you have ra on your right in the Assyrian. And ra stands for ra'ash or head. Ra'ash or head. All right, next up is going to be the sha. It's going to be the sha. We have sha on your left in the ancient. Then we have sha on your right in the Assyrian. And that sha stands for shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. Then we have the tha. You have the tha. You have your tha on your left in the ancient. And you have your tha on your right in the Assyrian. And that tha stands for thaw or mark. Thaw or mark. All right. And that concludes that's all of your characters, all 22 of your characters, plus the 5 with the little extra added to it. Now, if anybody has any questions about those, let me know before we move on to the next topic. I wonder if I could change the color of that pointer area. I know I can. I'll play around with it later. I'll figure it out. All right, I know I can. All right, so those are the characters that our language that's the foundation of the Lashawan Qadash. That's the foundation of the language. And just like with any language that you learn, you got to learn that part first. Once you learn that part, everything else is easy. I'm just playing. It's not all easy after that. But once you learn that part, then you just start adding together. You build on that, and it makes it easier. You have to learn that part first. That's the foundation. If you don't know nothing else, you got to get that part. And even if you've ever watched any little children when they first learn how to read and say words, they're doing the same thing. They're saying ba and I and ma, and they just put them together. They put them together, and then it becomes mama, a dada, and they associate that with who they see and what they see and baba, and food and so forth. And it's the same thing when we come in here and we learn this language. All right. So next up, see what I got in the queue. We're gonna go through, knock them out so I can get some of these screens closed up. I got quite a bit open. Let's do subject pronouns. We're gonna do subject pronouns. All right. So your subject pronouns, just describe that actual subject. This is what you're gonna use to conjugate the different words you have in a sentence. So it's very important to know what your subject pronoun is, right? All right. So if I'm saying a sentence, I'm making a statement. I want to say I or I am. I would say Anya. And you'll notice a lot of our study is going to be again in that Assyrian, just because that's what you're going to see when you go into that Bible. All right, you're going to see that Assyrian. Now you can find text in the Lashawan Qadash, but you're gonna have to do a little homework to search to get it. It ain't just out there like that. All right. Next up is gonna be the U. U is gonna be a tha. It's gonna be a tha. You'll hear us say that a lot when we say the greetings to one another. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabaraka tha. Bless you. A tha. You. All right. He is Hawa. Hawa is he. Haya is she. Haya is she. All right. We is a naknawa. A naknawa is we. The water, Princess Tazara, Shalom Yatawab. Shalom Yatawab. I'm doing all right. Babylon is burning, and I'm doing all right. At the water. I see you in the background with that. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm still eating on some of that I bought back for me. And I figured you would enjoy it because I know you like snacks like I like snacks. So I figured you would enjoy it. All right. So we is a knocknower. We is a knocknower. You or you all, masculine and plural, is a thumb. Is a thumb. And you or you all, feminine plural, is a thun. All right, it's a thun. And they, masculine plural, is hum. And they, feminine plural, is hun. And anybody out there that feels left out, don't worry. I'm going to have everybody on screen soon. And you will see exactly what me and Princess Tyler is talking about. That's the thing. Once you come on in, call the number 757-550-1204. You can become part of the family too. But until then, you want to stay out there and just observe. Hey, that's on you. We're family in here though. All right. So if nobody has any questions on those, we're gonna stop this one. I'm gonna close that one on up, and we're gonna get another one on the screen. All right. We got Aquafa not checking in. Yeah, about how was Shamal a thumb about Shim Yawashab Musan Craig. All right, what we got next? All right, next up, we're gonna go over our prepositions. Let's go over our prepositions. All right, so now our prepositions go before a root word. All right, our prepositions go before a root word. All right. So for example, to indicate to or for, we will put la. And even though that la is just that character, now that character as a preposition is to or for. So again, this is why I was saying that our characters is different from the alphabet. It's a little different than that alphabet. Everything we do is better. I'm just gonna put like everything we do is better. Everything we do is better, and it makes sense. It's amazing when you come in here, you actually start to learn the language. You actually learn what the stories on the Bible really are saying. Not that fairy tale. They ate an apple. They ain't had no clothes on. They run around naked. Not the mess that we all grew up learning. When you really learn what it's saying, it makes so much sense to us because it's us. It makes sense to us. And it's the same thing when it comes to the language. Like or as is ka. It's ka. Cause or sake is pertaining to, or cause or sake or pertaining to is sha. All right. Goodness gracious, raining hard. From or of is ma. From or of is ma. All right. And he is ya. Uh-oh. I went to the wrong damn page. The is ha. Get back to the page over here. And in is ba. So a good example of that is when we say in the name, we say Ba Hashem. And when we're saying Ba Hashem or in the name, there we go. All right, so when we're saying Ba Hashem, wrong one. When we're saying Ba Hashem or in the name, that Ba is in, Ha is the, and Sham is name. All right, there we go. I got my screen back. All right, and so that's how we would say Ba Hashem. And I like this new feature we got where all the comments are on the screen, so you can see even in Akwafa Na when she came in and addressed and greeted us in the class that Ba Hashem. That's how you would say in the name. So again, and this is where you would get that from. All right, and is Wa. I or I am is I as a preposition. Do is da. And when you see that tha in the beginning, that's going to normally, not all the time, but normally it's going to change it to the future tense of that word. All right. All right. So I'm going to stop that one. Close that one. Next up is going to be our suffixes or possessive pronouns. So like here. Next up is going to be our possessive pronouns. Now your prepositions that we just went at the beginning of a word. our possessive pronouns actually go at the end of a noun or a verb. All right. So just like when Akwaf Tazarai said Ma Shalamka, you see from her comments that she put in the screen, Ma Shalamka is saying what's your piece. With that ka on the end is your piece. And my response was Shalom Ya. Me or my is Ya Tawab. My piece is good. My piece is Tawab. All right. So me or my is Ya. You or your is Ka. He or his is Wa. She or hers is Ha. Our or us is Nawa. You all masculine is going to be Come. And you all feminine would be Kan. Their or them masculine plural will be Ma. And their or them feminine plural will be Na. All right. So now I'm going to maybe. All right. So now, so that takes care of our prepositions, our possessive pronouns, and our subject pronouns. All right. Now again, we've been doing a lot of review. And before we go any further, what I'm going to do is get everybody that's backstage on the front stage. All right, so let me cancel that, close that, and let's get them on stage. What's going on, Aqua?
Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatham Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashim Yahweh Shah. How you doing tonight?
Tawat, sir.
Most High in Christ. It's raining like cats and dogs in here.
It is.
That's a good thing, though. It'd be filthy outside. That's a good thing. What's going on, Aqua Thara Pa'a?
Shalom Yahweh Shema Olataba Shem Yahshai.
Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashim Yahweh Shah. You doing all right?
Shakar Shalom.
I should have asked you.
Shalom Ka Tawab, sir.
So you would say Shalom Yah Tawab.
Shalom Ka Tawab, sir.
Most High in Christ. Right. That's perfect. All right. And last but not least, we got Princess Taza around the building.
Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, Shalom Yah Shema Tham Bashim Yahweh Shah. My Shalom Ka.
Shalom Yatwab.
Most High in Christ. Did you enjoy your popcorn?
Yes.
You did? That's what's up. Yeah, I always get it when I go home. You can't get it but nowhere there. And I learned that the hard way. I left Chicago and was looking for it, and then I realized you can't buy it but nowhere at the damn house. So now whenever I go back, I get some. So I figured you would enjoy it.
Yeah, I
So
really
that's
looked it up
good.
the stairs over my head when Daddy gave it to me.
Oh yeah. He told me he said you was very sharing. You waited for your mama. You know what I'm saying? You share and everything. I said that is beautiful. I don't do that all the time with my snacks. But so that's very good. That was very mature of you. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it though. All right. And I thought if anybody else wants to get on stage, again, the link is in the chat. I'll put it in there again for you. Let me grab it again. I like this little mouse. I just gonna have to take it's gonna take some getting used to. All right. So it's just gonna take some getting used to. We're gonna get it. Again, so the link is in the chat. Up right as I speak. We got Aqua for 9 in the building as well. What's going on, Aqua for 9?
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shai. You awfully dark skinned back there.
I don't know what's going on. My camera is off, so I don't know why it's doing that.
Nah, sometimes it act crazy like that with the StreamYard. Sometimes what I'll have to do is actually go like into the settings and unclick and then click it again and then it'll come back. Sometimes it just acts funny like that. I won't change anything, just click off of it and click back on it, and sometimes it comes right back on. But we know you're there. We know you're there. We know you're there. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speak of, so they might just want to stop all this good Hebrew talking going on. That's what that is. That's all that is. All right. So tonight won't be a bad night. Tonight it won't be that difficult again. We're just gonna I want to introduce the numbers. We've been over numbers before. I just want to kind of reintroduce that. Give everybody a little bit of practice of saying them, knowing how to say them. I got one word I'm going to introduce tonight. Just one word that we're going to add. Again, we're going to keep it somewhat simple. It'll be still more of a review. Just working our way up till we can start using numbers in our daily speech. And just doing a lot more talking with the Hebrew. That's our goal for this year. All right. So before we get to that though, there you go. Told you back now. You back now. I see your plush pad in the background. You back now.
Okay.
All right, bet. That's good. All right. So again, it won't be too rough tonight. Again, I'm gonna pull up a couple of examples of numbers being used in the Bible so we can see a little bit of the difference. I'm gonna do a real quick review of what we went over the last time we were in here. What is that? Oh, that's the new word. We do that last. All right, so we're gonna just do a real quick review of what we went over before when we were in here. All right, but when we were in here before, we went over the different questions that we can use and form with our question words. So that first one, who can tell me what number 1 is? And shout out, we got Akwaf Azara in the building. Yahweh Shema Lathan Bashim Yahweh Shah. Good to see you, Akwa. And we got Officer Yabakar in the building. Yahweh Shim Yashah Bakatha. Officer Yabakar in the building. Good to see y'all in class. I saw that picture. Officer Yabakar was showing out. He's showing out online because his kids was born in the truth. None of our kids were, but you know what I'm saying? He put that picture of them big boys up there. Solomon being a big brother already. He being a good big brother already, holding the little one, man. That was a great picture you put up. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see y'all in class as well. I got some answers in the chat. Who can tell me what number 1 is? What's number 1?
Rakia.
What you got?
Number 1 is Ma.
It's a mom. What that mean?
What or how?
What or how? Most High Christ. All right. Somebody been studying. All right. What's number 2? Who knows what number 2 is? And again, if you're not on screen, you can just type it in the chat. That's fine. Also, that's going to be something else I want to start doing. We haven't really done it yet. I haven't kind of played around with it. But I know y'all take them great notes. So I'm trying to think of a way to incorporate you actually kind of writing the Hebrew out, because we do a lot of talking of the Hebrew. We do a lot of reading of the Hebrew, but we really don't do a whole bunch of writing of the Hebrew. I know y'all do, but just not in the class as far as the class. So I'm trying to figure out a way to incorporate that, because everybody handwriting ain't the same. Some people like me got terrible handwriting, so I used to just write it over and over and over again until it looked halfway legible. So I think that's important as well. When the lights go out, we might not have all these fancy keyboards and computers and all of that, So I just want to make sure we know how to write it as well. All right, so I got some answers in there. Go ahead.
I'm in the same boat with horrible handwriting.
No, hey, they say real smart people got bad handwriting. I think that's all it is. I think that's all it is. I know a lot of doctors got terrible handwriting. I've read somewhere that very, very extremely smart people got terrible handwriting. So don't feel bad, Aqua. Tazarah, don't feel bad at all. But it's like everything else. It comes with practice. And sometimes I be thinking it's more than one of y'all doctors. Sometimes I can write and I can read it just fine. And then other times I write and I don't know who wrote that. I don't know who the hell wrote that. But it just takes practice, Aqua Tazarah. It just takes practice. All right, so I got some answers in the chat for number 2. Anybody want to give a shot at number 2?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Maya, who?
Maya or who? Maya or who? All right. All right. Then we got number 3. And number 3 is Mathaya. Mathaya. Who can tell me what that means? What does Mathaya mean?
Salakia.
What you got, Aqua?
That means when.
It means when. And again, with these who, what, when, where, why, with those, we can make any sentence or saying that we need to. So just like we went over the foundation of the actual language with the characters, this is how we start the process of being able to ask questions, figure out what the hell going on. All right. Next up is going to be ayah. Ayah. What does ayah mean?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Is that where?
It's going to be where. Yep. Ayah means where. All right. And then we have Matawai. Now, Matawai, I think it's like the easiest one to remember because it's the most unique one. Then it says what it is in the name. That why. Matawai. Matawai is how you would say why. Matawai is why. All right. And then last but not least, we have number 6. We got Awa and we have Kasar. So who wants to give a shot at those? Awa or Kasar?
Salakia, sir.
What you got, Aqua?
Kasar is want, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct. What's Awa?
I went to what I knew.
That's all right. Awa is one also. One is just more formal than the other one. Kasar is what we're going to see when we're reading the Bible. You'll see that Kasar. Awa is more slang. It's less formal than that Kasar. Aqua Vazara has it correct as well. So if you're going to say my want is, you would say, well, how would you say that? Well, what Aqua Vazara put in the chat right there. How would you say my want? How would you say what your want is? If Kasar is want, how would you say my want? And if you know what it is, Aqua Vazara, put that in the chat as well. Because Kasar is want. So now how would you say my want? So if I wanted to say my want is water, I want some water, how would I say that? How would I say my want? Okay. All right. I see some answers in the chat. They're looking good. Them answers looking good in the chat. Oh, look, I keep forgetting. Everybody can see the chat too. Everybody can see it. Is that Kanak right there? Who is that? That ain't Kanak, is it? That's Kanak right there? Man, I ain't seen you in like 2 years, man. You been kicking it all summer long. Yabashim Shabrakata. Mosai cry. All right, so I see. There we go. Yep, you are absolutely correct. Aqua Vazaraka, Aqua Fana, they're both correct. It will be Kasar Ya. So Kasar Ya will have how you would say my want. And if I wanted water, just like Aquaf and I put up there, it would be Kasaya Mayam. Kasaya Mayam. I want water. All right. So again, a wa and kasar. That's how you would say want. And that's how we that's how we ask questions. With those words there, that's how we ask questions. So very important for everybody that has little folks. Got the little folks, you know what I'm saying? By teaching them this now, it's gonna make it so much easier for them later on. They won't be like us old folks in here trying to learn a new language. They'll already have it down pat. They already have it. And it's something that's very natural to us. Um, if you ever been around any Latino family members, friends, and so forth, they have what's called Spanglish. They have something called Spanglish. What it is being able to speak both of the languages. The little ones, the kids, come up being very fluent in both of them just because they're hearing both of it all the time. They're hearing it all the time, and it's something that we are very when you introduce it younger, the younger you introduce it, the more it sticks, the more it makes sense. All right. So that's how we would go over our questions. I think that's going to be it for our review. I think we're ready to jump right into our numbers now. Where we at? 8:02. I think we're ready to jump into our numbers. What else did I have on the screen? All right, I did have this on the screen. I'll go over it real quick. We'll go over it real quick just again, so we just have a good review of what we went over last time. With this one, I think I'm trying to remember how did we do it last time. I think we just went over. Okay, yeah. So we were just going over the different questions that you asked. So that first one is saying Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shah, Barakatha. So that's just going over the first one is just going over the greeting. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatha. And that's how we would greet each other. That's how the brothers greet each other. The only thing that would be different if that was a group of people, it would be Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatham. All right. And okay, most high in Christ. I see Yahweh Zaraka. So you working with a broken screen. I understand. I understand. I ain't know your screen was broke. You know what I'm saying? They ain't Officer Yabaka was so excited about getting up there burning down Baltimore. He ain't tell me all that. But you're doing a great job at guessing. All right. So that first one is just saying Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarakatha, what you hear us say a lot. And when we read, we read from the right to the left. From the right to the left. And again, I'm just going over it. If anybody has any questions, of course, just stop and let me know. All right. That second one is saying Yahweh Shamar Alatha Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So what would be different if it's a group of people that the sisters are saluting? This is the salute that the sisters give. If it's a group, it would be Yahweh Shamar Alatham. If it's a group, if it's normally just one brother that you're saluting, it would be a tha. And this is how the brothers will salute you back. Yahweh Shamar Alatha Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. That next one is just saying Ma Shamka. That's just asking what's your name. What's your name? Ma is what or who. And Sham is name. Ka is yours. So what's your name? Number 4 is saying Ma Shabbatka. Ma Shabbatka. And that's asking what your tribe is. And that was something that's very important to us. That's something that we did. It's something that even like if I know you see a lot of it. I guess you see it up north and down south. When you meet people, especially your people, you're gonna say, well, who you from? Who your people? You know what I'm saying? Who your people? Oh, that's your grandma and them? Yeah, I know them. You know, that's just something that was always part of our culture. Even though we lost a lot of it, knowing who you are, knowing who you're dealing with was very important because let's say matter of fact, okay, I like I told everybody that got in class now, I was telling Aqua I did go see Santa. Well, I didn't go see it. I watched it here at the house. You know what I'm saying? I watched it for free right here at the house. And even in centers, you know what I'm saying? Like what the twins that were in there, and this is spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. The twins were known from coming from a bad family. You feel me? And that was a good indication of how you are, how your parents were, and how their parents were. And this is why it was so important for us to impart on our children the correct way to do things, you know what I mean? For us to be good examples to our children. Unlike what you see nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But that's how we are supposed to be. So that's why that was so important. Where you're from, who your people are. If your mother and father is honorable, then it's a good chance you're going to be honorable as well. If your mother and father is liars, there's a good chance you're going to lie to me too. You know, so again, that your name, your reputation, who you are, where you come from, was always something that was very important to us, to Israel. All right. So number 4 again is my Shabbat, what tribe you're from. And we went over all the different tribes where I think most folks in here is Yahweh, but you got Gad. Gad be trying to come in and represent, take over the VA class sometimes. Sometimes you be having Gad up in here real deep in VA. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good because we're all family. And as you will see, the more and more this place crumbles up, the more you're starting to see, I know I am starting to see us, the attitude starting to shift and change. I'm starting to see more and more posts about us coming together, more and more posts about black fatigue and us getting tired of these damn devils. And so the more and more they show and reveal themselves, I think you're going to see that, and it's going to be very important we know who our brothers and sisters are. All right. Number 5 was Ma Shalamka. And that's what you saw Akwaf Tazarai type when she got in the class. That's just asking, what's your peace? What's your peace? How you doing? You good? What's your peace? Again, which is something that's part of our culture. We can even do it non-verbally. You know what I mean? I remember going to school when I was younger. You would walk by a brother in the hallway and they hit you back. You know it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was all bad, they hit you back and you knew what it was. We have a way of always communicating with one another. Communication is very, very important. Unfortunately, in this oppressive empire, under this captivity, we've lost a lot of that. We've lost a lot of respect for one another. And this is, again, as a way that we come back and rebuild this and do it the correct way. And last but not least, number 6 was my Kasarka, which is what we just went over before. Kasar Yah would be my one. Kasar Ka would be your one. So if you asking the kids, you coming up with the little ones, my Kasar Ka. You know, you ask young man Kana, my Kasar Ka, he gonna let you know. He wants something to eat. You know, I saw him, he be doing a lot of push-ups. So I know he probably be eating up the house and home over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you gonna ask him what he want. He should be, and they're gonna respond Kasarya, whatever that want is. And with these questions right here, again, this is how we can pretty much ask and say, do a lot just with this group right here. You're gonna see us use this throughout the year and get real good and get real fluent with it. All right. That's the end of our review. Now we going into the numbers. If we don't have any questions about what we have up here now we're going to go to the numbers. So let me stop that. Now, who remembers all the numbers? I know somebody remember all the numbers from 1 to 100. They don't need, they can just read them off like right now. If I was to ask them, who remembers all the numbers? Princess Tazara turned her screen off like, nope, you ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. No. All right. No need. That's all right. That was a trick question. We're going to pull it up. All right. So we're going to start with 0 to 10. We're going to start with 0 to 10. We're going to work our way up. We're going to, then we're going to do some compound numbers. Once we do 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 100, I'm going to ask how you say 21. How you say 22? How you say 31 or 32? All right. Then I'm going to ask another question. Then we're going to introduce one word. We're going to introduce a word in, and you're going to see why we're going to introduce it in, because when you're just saying numbers, if I'm just saying it's 10 tables, me saying it's 10 tables versus me saying I'm 10 years old or they're 10 years old, it's a little different. So we're going to make sure we go over both of those, and then we're going to jump into the scriptures for the night. All right. So like I said, it's gonna be a light night. It won't be too heavy of a night tonight. All right. So first things up is we're gonna go over 1 through 10. All right, we're gonna go over 1 through 10. All right. So I think everybody can see this. If you need me to take the comments off for your notes, if you screenshotting, I don't see Aquaf Amadai. I know she be on them screenshots, you know what I'm saying? So if you need me to remove the comment section so you can see the screen better, just let me know. We're just gonna go over them. And we're gonna go from there. All right. Aqua Tharapa. I just coach. Aqua Tharapa. All right, I'm gonna get you to read 1 through 4 for me. The numbers 1 through 4.
1 is a cod.
Yep.
2 is Shanyan.
Yep.
3 is Shalash.
You got it.
4 Arab.
Arabai.
Arabai. So
Arabai. Y'all give her a hand. We got Akkad, Shanyam, Shalash, Arabai. Akkad, Shanyam, Shalash, Arabai. That's how you're going to say 1 through 4. All right. All right. Next up is going to be 5 through 8. Give me 5 through 8. Princess Tazarai.
I can try.
You get it. You get it. I know you get it.
5 is Kamash.
Hamash. You got it.
6 is Shasha.
Shasha. Yep.
7 is Shabai.
You got it.
8 is Shamawa.
Shamana. Yep. That's it. That's it. You got it. You got it. You got it. What's that? All right. Now, number 9. Number 9 is Lashai. Lashai. And number 10, you hear us say number 10 every night for every class. When we talking about the ties, it's Aishara. 10th is Aishara. 10 is Aishara. And that's how you say 1 through 10. All right. So, nope, I won't even do that. We're just gonna go straight to it. We're gonna go straight to it. I say that for the next time we go over numbers. Like I said, tonight is gonna mainly be a good review of them. We're gonna go over how to compound numbers. We're gonna go over age and then just regular numbers. Then we're gonna go into the scripture. So tonight is be a good review. I ain't gonna Mataza Akara nobody in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see this mouth. There we go. All right, I'm sorry. Let me stop this first. All right, so that's 1 through 10, right? That's 1 through 10. So next up is going to be 10 through 20. No, I'm sorry. 11 through 19. So actually, we're going to do a little compounding on this one already. Next up is going to be 11 through 19. 11 through 19. I wonder if I should do 10 through 20 first, though. Nah, let's go here. We're gonna go right to the hard stuff. We can go right to 11 through 19. All right, so first up was 1 through 10. Now we're gonna go through 11 through 19. So the first one, 11, right? 11 is Akkad Aishara. Akkad Aishara. Now, what is that saying? What is it? What when I say Akkad Aishara, what does that break down to in English? Akkad Aishara. We know it's 11, right? But what am I saying right now?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
110.
110. Most High Christ. Y'all get my and that's how we're gonna compound the numbers. Again, our language it's a simple language. It's simple. It builds on each other, and we don't have to add all the extras to understand what we're saying. So by me saying 110, we know that's 11. All right. So Akkad Aishara is 11. All right. So if I say Shanyam Aishara, what am I saying? If I'm saying Shanyam Aishara, what am I really saying?
Salakia, sir.
go
ahead, Tazarai.
Go ahead, Aqua. Tazarai.
220.
No, that's okay. No, you good. Try it again. You got the 2 part right. What does Aishara mean?
210.
Aishara means 10. Yeah, so you're saying 210. You got it. Most High Christ. My hand. And 2 plus 10 is 12. All right. So Shanyam Aishara is how we would say 12. And it's the same thing with the rest of the of the teams. It's the same thing with the rest of them. So 11 is Akkad Aishara, 12 is Shanyam Aishara, and 13 is Shalash Aishara, or 310. 14 is Arabai Aishara. All right. 15 is Kamash Aishara. Kamash Aishara. All right. Aquathara Pa'a. How would I say 16?
16. Shasha Ashara.
That's right. And what am I? And what is that saying when you read that in English? What is that saying?
6. Mm, I'm not
You
supposed to
got it.
say that.
6. 6 what up?
It
6 what?
says 60.
610.
60.
Because
610.
Shasha is 6 and Aishara just means 10. That's all that's saying is 610. So Shasha Aishara is 16. All right. Shabai Aishara is 17. And Shamana Aishara is 18. Thashai Aishara is 19. All right. So if you're in the if you're not on screen, make sure you're taking good notes. Again, it's not difficult. It's just a matter of kind of getting used to it. That's all. It's just a matter of getting used to it, learning the format. So Thashai Aishara will be 19. All right. And we're gonna go right on to 20. 20. I forget how I got it. I think I got like 20 to 100 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna stop this one. And next up is, okay, yeah, 20 to 100. All right, 20 to 100 will be next. Then I'm gonna have some questions. Then we're gonna have some questions. All right, there we go. All right, so now this is going to be, well, I don't have that up there. 22 or 100. Type that real quick. All right, next up is going to be 20 to 100. 20 to 100. All right, so the word 20 is Aisharayam. Aisharayam. Now we know that Aishara is 10. And that word yum is going to be dual or plural. All right. It's going to be dual or plural. So Aisharium is just 10 dual or 10 plural, 10 dual. And 10 dual, 2 tens is 20. Or the plural version of it would be, again, 20. I think plural would probably be a better way of saying it as opposed to dual, because then you're gonna start doing math in your head and it's not gonna work. So I think it's better just to say it's the plural form of it. So the plural form of that Aishara, that 10, 10 and 10 will be 20. 30, we know that Shalash is 3. Right? Shalash is 3. But Shalash Yum, you put that Yum on the end, and now that 3 is now 30. So Shalash Yum is 30. All right. Aquathara Pa'a, how would you say 40?
You said 430.
How would you say 40?
40. Yum.
Arabayim. Yep. Hosanna Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Arabayim is how you would say 40. All right. Aquafana, how would you say 50?
Salakia, Kamasha.
Kamashian. Kamashim is how you would say 50. All right. And 60 would be Shashayam. Shashayam would be how you say 60. All right. And 70 would be Shabayam. Shabayam is how you would say 70. How would you say 80?
Salakia.
Anybody? All right. What you got, Princess Tazara?
As in Shamnayim? Shanayim?
Shamanayam. Shamanayam is how you would say 80. What else is that word? Do you know? Because in the Bible, that's another word also.
I cannot remember.
Can't remember? Anybody remember what Shamanayam is in the Bible?
Salakia. Ain't it Shalom?
Nope, not Shalom, not Shalom. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So I'm gonna stop this real quick. I should have made this one of the other words to learn, but because it's the same word as this, I didn't. I'm just gonna show you what this one is. So for this, right, let's just open up a new window here. And I'm just gonna open that same window on here so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Blue Letter Bible, right? I know y'all familiar with this. And then we're gonna go to Quick Nav.
Salakia, sir.
Can you see me?
Khan.
Okay, what you got?
So I think Shemayim is heaven, but that's not the correct word that you're thinking of, correct?
Nope, not that one, not that one. So that would be Shemayim, Mayim. This one is Shamanayam. So this one is a little different. But when I type it in, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Right? I'm just gonna go right here, and y'all have seen it before. I'm gonna type in the word 4 Y'all familiar with saying this 4?
Salakia.
What you got, Aqua?
I've heard 7 years ago in a movie.
Yep. Oh, yep. And because they use it. That word 4. What does that word mean? We just got through. What does 4 mean? A score is. Well, I'll let y'all see if somebody can answer it first. Who knows what that word means? 4.
Salakia. Is a score like a passage of time?
I'm sorry. Say it again, man.
Is a score like a passage of time?
Not so much time. Well, it's used for time, but that score, like when you hear them say 4. I know the first time I actually heard it wasn't even in the Bible. I think it was Abraham Lincoln's speech or something like that. But that word score is just another word for 20, right? It's just another word for 20. This is where they get it from. So when you see 4, 4 times 20 is what? That's 80, right? So when we click on it in here, since 4 times 20 is 80, if I go to the 4 interlinear and I go to it, that word for 4 is Shamanayim. Same word that we just got through reading for 80. And if I click on it, it's going to let us know what 4 is, and that's going to mean 80. 80 or 4. So I just wanted to show y'all that, to show you this is where everything is built off of our language. So when you hear again, the first time I heard it was in one of Abraham Lincoln's speech or whatever. But when we're going through the genealogy in the Bible, especially all through Genesis, when we read all through Genesis, you heard that 4 a lot when it was going through people's ages. But score just means 20. 4 is 4 times 20, and that's going to be 80, which is the exact same number as Shamanayim, or 80, which is what we're reading now. All right. So I just wanted to show y'all that before we got to it, just to show you how everything kind of builds together and it's saying the same thing. All right, so let's get back to what we were. Cause then we're gonna do a little building ourselves. All right, so for 80 or 80 is Shamanayim. All right, and 90 is Lashayim. All right, and then 100 is Ma'ah. Ma'ah is how you would say 100. All right. So now, if and that was a good guess, Aqua Vazara. I just saw it just now because I was on the other screen. But yeah, 4 score is just gonna how you say 80 again. Score is 20. 4 times 20 is how you would get that 80. And it's gonna be the same word as 80 in the Hebrew Shamanayim. It's how you would get that. All right. So now, before I get to asking y'all to make some numbers up for me, right? Before we do that, I got one word that I'm gonna introduce. Or maybe I'll do this part first. Let's do this first. All right, so yeah, let's do this part first. So Aqua Ra'ai, with everything that we have learned, right? With everything that we have learned, how would you say 51? How would you say the number 51?
Akkad Kamashim.
Akkad Kamashim. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Aqua Tharapa'ah. Aqua Tharapa'ah. How would you say the number 46? 46. How would you say the number 46?
Akkad. 46.
46.
Akkad.
Well, how would you say 6 first? What's the number for 6?
6 is 6 is
This is the one that's fun to say. This the one that's fun to say, almost like dancing. Shasha. Shasha. There you go. So how would you say 46?
Akkad Shasha.
Well, Shasha Arabayim. That's okay. So 6 is Shasha, and 40, you got 40 right on screen, right? 40 is Arabayim, right? So how would you say 46?
Akkad.
Nope, Shasha.
My eyes is so bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't got my glasses on.
So it would be 6 is going to be Shasha, and then 40 is Arabayim. So put it together. Shasha Arabayim.
Yes. Shasha Arabayim.
Shasha Arabayim. Give her a hand. You're going to put that smaller number first, and then you will put the bigger number, all right? So Shasha Arabayim is how you would say 46. 46. All right, Princess Tazara. How would you say 89? Princess Tazara, how would you say 89?
Oh, yeah, I just hit my knee.
That's all right.
What was the number again?
89. How would you say 89?
The Shamnayim Ta'ash.
All right, so you got to reverse it. You want to say your smaller number first. So
It'll
what
be
should what There you go.
Thrash Shonayim.
Or Thashai Shanayim. Because I said
Thashai.
yeah, because I said 89, not 85. You were saying 85. Maybe you thought I said
Oh,
5. So 89. So it'd be Thashai Shamanayim.
okay. Thashai Shamanayim.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. All right. And Akwaf Anah. How would you say 37? How would you say 37?
Salaki, sir.
Think she froze. Oh, Salah, you know what? Look, I'm looking at her on the back screen. I ain't realized I ain't bring her back up. Salakia Aqua for now. Look, I'm up here just looking and waiting, and I ain't even realized I ain't bring you back up to the screen to the stage. All right, how would you say 37?
Um, Shabai, Rishayim.
Well, that's 97. How would you say 37?
Oh, Salakia. Um, the shy. You said 37?
Yep.
The shy Shalashiam.
The
Shalashiam.
Shabai Shalashim. Osai Christ. Give her a hand. Shabai Shalashim. So now we see how you would put again that smaller number is going to go in front and then a bigger number. All right. Then we're going to introduce. So I'm gonna pull it up in the Bible just so y'all can see it. I want you to be able to see it, and then we're going to do age. And age and numbers is a little different. Not a big difference, but it is a little different with age and the numbers. So we're going to try to think which one I want. Is this the one I want? I think this is the one I want. Let me see. Make sure. Nope, that's not the one I want. Hold on. We're going to come back to that one. Okay, bet. This is the one I want right here. All right. So let me get my screen. All right. All right. So in this verse right here, this is okay, this is Genesis chapter 30, verse 20. And it's talking about Leah. And it says, and Leah said, the Most High have endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. So this is the birth of Zabalawan, or Zebulun, when Zebulun was born. And he was the 6th son. And she was saying that, you know what I'm saying, now her husband will be endued to her. He gave me a good dowry. He's going to dwell with me now. And this is why Zebulun's name means to dwelling, or to dwell with me. Also goes to why, even though a brother can have multiple wives, he's not supposed to marry sisters for this very reason right here. It was causing strife between the 2 sisters because they were sisters, and so they were competing with one another. So again, this is she in her mind, this would make him dwell with her more because of the 6th son. But what we want to focus on is, I have borne him 6 sons. All right, and we're going to read that a little further down. All right. So it says, Watha Amar, and I said, I'm Salaki, and said, Salaki, which is Leah, Zabad Nayah, Alahayim. There we go. Afia, Zabad, Tawab. Here we go. Hapa'am, Yezebal, Naya, Ayasha. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, bet. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so now when it says I have borne him 6 sons, all it's gonna say is Yoladathia, which is our born. Yalad is to bear, right? Yalad is to bear. Lawa to him, Shasha, and then it goes right into sons. Banyam, Banyam, Shasha Banyam. It goes right into sons. There's no other anything you have to add to that. But when it comes to age is different. All right. So I just wanted y'all to be able to see this. And then we're gonna go to where we're gonna go to a scripture where it's actually talking about age. Age is gonna be different than just regular numbers by themselves. All right. So I'm gonna stop this. And one word that we're gonna need is gonna be, well, who knows? Let me see if anybody knows. Who knows how will we indicate time or age or years? Who knows what word that is? Go ahead.
Gayal, yeah.
La.
No.
Nope.
I thought Gayal was age. And if I put Yah, then it's my age.
That's correct. But when we're indicating age, right? So if I'm saying your age, let's say your age is 21. Yeah, I did that. I said 20. If you're saying that your age is 21, you wouldn't say Asherayim, Akkad Asherayim, Goyaya. You wouldn't say it that way. I'm gonna show you how we would say it. The one word that we want to introduce into it. Let me pull that up first, and then we're gonna read it. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna read it, and we're gonna actually do a little practice on it. And even though I'm saying you can't, it's not so much that you can't. That's just not how it is in the Bible. If that makes sense. You know, a lot of the things that we say, it's more than one way to say it. It's more than one way to do it. So I can't really say that that's an incorrect way to do it. I'm just going to show you this way that you're going to see when we're reading it in the Bible. So I think that might be a better way of saying it. I wouldn't necessarily say that's an incorrect way of doing it. But the word I want to introduce is Shana. It's going to be Shana. Shana is how you indicate a year, as a division of time, a measure of time. I think I think that would probably be more so like a noun if you're using it like a noun. But when we're reading like the different ages in the Bible, especially like in Genesis, when it's going over the different registries, it's going to use this Shana there to indicate like their age, or how many years that they have. So again, the way you're saying it, I can't really say that that's incorrect. And we would know what we were talking about now. That's just not the way that they use it. You know what I'm saying? Utilize it in the Bible or whatever. So I won't say that that's incorrect though, because we have multiple ways of saying the same exact thing. All right. So Shana is going to be a year, division of time, a measure of time, as indication of age, a lifetime of years of life. All right. And then we're going to get an example of it so you will kind of see what I'm talking about, right? We're going to go to Genesis 5. I'm going to go to Genesis 5. All right. So in Genesis 5, this is talking about Adam. And it's going to say he lived 100. It said Adam, Salakia, Genesis chapter 5, verse 3. And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness after his image, and called his name Seth. So this is doing the birth of Seth. This is when Seth comes along after Cain unalives Abel. And we're going to read it down here. It's going to say, Wayachaya, and lived Adam 30. We know 30 is Shalashim, right? Shalashim wa ma'ath. So 30 and 100. 30 and 100, right? And then as soon as it says that, it's going to give you Manashah. So Manashah, just again, it's just another way of saying it. This is the way that they're going to say it in the Bible. So he lived 130 years. I'm such and such years old. So again, this is just a way to indicate a division of time. And then it says, and begat Wayawalad, a son, in his own likeness. And then I want to go to the next verse just so you can see another example of it. All right. So now it's going to say in the days of Adam, after he begat Seth were 800 years, right? So let's look at that one. All right. So same thing. Why Salaki, why Yamaya. We know Yam is the days, so Yamaya. Adam, Akarya is after, or before, after. It's gonna be after. He had begotten Halayad, Wa, Ath, Shath. Now we're gonna get to that 8. Shamanah, which is 8. All right. Ma'ath, which is 100. So now you have 800. Shana, which is going to be years, and then it's going to go into that. And even when it's doing compound years in the Bible, you will see where it says 800 Shana years, and then it'll say like 15 Kamashi it'll say 15 again, and then we use Shana again for years or whatever. So that's something that you'll see that Shana in it when it says age. And when we get to our next part where we want to start saying ages and numbers, I want us to use that Shana when I ask y'all. Again, y'all not tell me real age when I ask you. But when we start asking each other ages and so forth, we want to use that Shana. That Shana for years. All right. I'm gonna do one more verse here because I think it's a compound one. Yeah, it's 930.
So, Salakia, sir.
What you got?
So to ask what's your age? Would you still use the Gayalka?
I think the good y'all will work because now it's a noun once you put it in that one. So I think that will work. I think Shana just giving you it's more of a what add. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because then would be a noun, and that's what Mataz Akara put in the chat as well. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Hold on. Let's see. All right, so Gayal was introduced to state your age. Gayal, yeah, my age is. Shana can be another way just to state how many years you are. Exactly. Yep. So I think it's more so again. This is when you're reading the Bible, you're gonna see it with that Shana because that's just how they talk. Then it's a different dialect, different way that they talk. Then just like the 4 score, most of us don't use 4 score anymore. You know what I'm saying? Most of us don't use 4 score. We don't use score. I'm score 1. You know, I score plus 1. So I think again, I don't think it's wrong the way that you said it. So we can probably do when we get ready to do that exercise, we'll probably do both of them just so everybody kind of be a little bit more familiar with it. It's kind of the same way how a Y and Kasar is. You know, yeah, one is a little bit more formal or informal than the other one. I just want to make sure y'all can be able to identify both of them when we're reading it in the Bible. All right. So the water for that aqua, Adawan. All right. So our next verse that we're gonna read is Genesis chapter 5 because this is a compound. There you go. It's going to be Genesis chapter 5, verse 5. It says, all the days that Adam lived were 930 years. So we're going to look at that. All right. So let me put it up some. All right. So Yahayawa, and were called Yamaya, Adam, Ashar. I know you can use Ashar for that. Okay, Ashar, Haya, the shy. All right, so now we get to the numbers now. So the shy, Ma'awath, or Ma'ath, I think that's Ma'ath. The shy Ma'ath would be 900. Shana, years. And then you have that Wa, Shalashim, and 30. So it says 900 years and 30. Which is actually different. I would expect it to say Shalashim, Wa, 900. So I guess you can do it both ways. I'll find out about that. Maybe it's just the way. I always thought you had to put the smaller number first, but I guess you don't, because in this example right here, it doesn't. It has a 930, and I think we read it before where it says the 30 and the 100. So I guess we can do it both ways. We just got to make sure we word it the right way. Trying to see if there's any difference in syntax depending on the way that we do it. I think the ma'ath, that was spelled the same. Okay. All right, both of them work. All right, so again, so when it's doing it this way in the Bible, that Shana is just another way of saying years. Y'all is going to be age. And when I write out our exercise for us to do it, we're going to do it with both of them. That way y'all will be familiar with both of them. All right. So just like we did before, right? How would you say 31 years? Aqua Fryer, how would you say 31 years? I'm gonna stop this and go back to our number screen just so we have it. How would you say 31 years?
Salakia, sir. Akkad Shalashim Shana.
You got it. Most High Christ. Give a hand. All right. Aqua for now, how would you say 21 years?
Salakia, Akkad, Shan, yeah, Shanya Yam, Shana.
What is this thing?
Try one more time. 21 years.
Guys, I think we have something new here.
Akkad,
It's extremely new, and you should basically see.
Shanya Yam.
What is it?
All right, so that's what it was. So it's gonna be Asharium. I think you saying 81 years.
Wait.
So Akkad is gonna be one. Akkad is gonna be one, right? And then Asharium is how you say 20. So it'd be Akkad, Asharium, Shana.
Well, say that again.
It would be Akkad, it's just gonna be one. And then Asharium, which is gonna be 20. And then Shana, which would be Akkad, Asharium, Shana, which would be 21 years. Does that make sense?
Aliens with the special proto gun, which Apple has been working on. You can find space villages and.
Wait, can you just say it one more time?
Space cars.
Yeah, let's no sweat. So Akkad is gonna how we say one. Then Asharium up here, Asharium is how you would say 20. And then Shana would just be years. So it'd be Akkad. No, that's cool.
Okay.
So it'd be Akkad, Asharium, Shana. That would be 21 years.
We have something extremely cool.
Okay.
We have something extremely cool to tell you.
All right.
And it's like
All right. Aquathara Pa'a.
It's super mind blowing.
All right. How would you say 40 years? How would you say 40 years?
A cod.
Well, you wouldn't need a cod in this one. A cod is one. So with this, we just want 40. So how would we say 40?
40. Arabium.
Yep. Arabium.
Shana.
There you go. Most High Christ. Arabium Shana. And that's just going to be 40 years. All right. And Princess Tazarai. You tricky one. How would you say 55 years?
How would you give me the tricky one? Why?
Because you get it. You get it. I know you get it.
What's the word for years again?
So how would you say 55 years?
What was the word for years again? I forgot.
Oh, years is Shana.
Okay. So that would be
Kamash. Kamashim.
Shana.
Most High Christ. I told you had it. Kamashim Shana. That would be 55 years. And again, when we do the age, we'll add that on. That'll be a little bit different. We'll do that next time I get up in here. We'll try to put that in a question format as well. Maybe do a little conversation with the ages. You don't have to give your real age, just an age. And we're going to go from there. Did anybody have any questions on the numbers that we reviewed tonight? Any questions on any of the numbers that we reviewed tonight? All right. Y'all did a good job. The water for reminding us of that Gayar Aqua for Aya. Because I know if you had it in your notes, other people had it in theirs as well. All right. Scriptures for tomorrow. Scriptures for tomorrow are going to be Exodus chapter 32 and verse 20. Exodus chapter 32 and verse 20. Let me get that up on screen. All right, here we go. All right. So we're a little close on time. So what I'm going to do, we're going to see who wants to volunteer to read. We can get a couple of them in here tonight. Who wants to volunteer to read Exodus chapter 32, verse 20?
Salaki, I can go, sir.
All right, Most High Christ. Let me get it up there. All right. Whenever you're ready. Is that big enough?
Come on, sir.
Oh, actually, hold on. I got you. That might be better. All right. How about that?
Con. Why, ya, Qadash,
Why you quack?
why cock,
Yeah, that's one of them tricky ones there. Why you quack?
ah,
Yep.
how you go,
Okay.
Ashar,
You got it.
oh, this is a tricky one right here.
Ashwa.
Ashiwa, why Ashar,
Why you Sharak? No, so why you Sharap?
why Ashirat,
Yeah, it's got that P on the end. Or P on the end, so like it.
Barash,
Ba'ash, yep. Hold on, so my mouse acting up. Hold on, slack it, Pie. My mouth acting crazy. Okay, we back. Salaki, you flying through it. I slowed you up. All right, there you go.
why Thun,
Why you to want Salaki? Wayat Thun. That's another trick one. Yeah, Wayat Thun.
Ad,
All right.
Ashar,
You got it.
Da,
Duck.
Doc, why Azar,
Why is
Al.
You got it.
Paran.
Panya.
Payan.
Yep. Panya. Face. You're gonna see it. You'll hear that a lot when we saying the prayers.
Ham. Yum yum.
Hamayam. You got it.
Ya. Clock.
Why you shock?
Wire shock.
You got it. You got it.
Baran.
I'm sorry. You right here?
Concert. Baran.
Okay. So that's gonna be Banya.
Banyan.
And I know
And
you know
that's
this.
and that's like Yahap. No.
That's your
No,
name. I know you know that one. That's all of our name.
Yeah.
Yasharala.
Yasharawa.
That's gonna be Israel. Most High Christ. Y'all give her a hand. Aqua said, let me jump in. I want that. Most High Christ. You did a great job on that, Aqua. You did a great job on that. Let me read it in the English. We got Aqua. We got officers across upon the building as well. Yabashim Shabakata. Good job, Aqua. Aqua Pa'ah. All right, Exodus chapter 32 and verse 20. And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink it. All right, so again, we just got going over the particular way that the Most High wanted us to do this because they had sin. All right, the particular way that the Most High wanted us to do this. All right, so this was Moses. We're going to go to now Exodus 32 and 21. Do we got a volunteer for Exodus 32 and 21?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, okay. All right. Aqua Tharapon, Aqua Talara said, y'all ain't reading the first two no more. Y'all, they done knock Aqua off of 9, Aqua off right out the box, and we got it. Most High Christ. What you got, Mom? You want the forward inline? You want this one?
I'm good. I'm gonna read it off my phone.
Okay. She getting ready.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Why, yeah. Mar?
Why y'all Mar? Yep.
Masha?
Mashah, that's Moses. Yep.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Aharon?
Yep. Aharon.
Ma?
You got it.
Aisha?
You got it.
Lak?
Yep. Actually, Lakah. I want to say, yeah, I think that's gonna be Lakah.
Laka?
All right.
Ham?
Hayam.
Hayam?
Salah. I'm sorry. Salah. Princess Tazara. Ha'am. You're right. You're correct.
Hayam?
Yep.
Haza'a?
You got it.
Okay. Kai? Haba'af?
Haba'ath. All right.
Iowa,
Iowa, yep.
Ka, Ta, I, Ha, Ga,
Qatar, you got it. That's great. You're correct.
Ga, Da, La,
Gadalha, right?
Gadalha,
Yep, Gadalha. Most High Christ, give her a hand. Good job, good job, good job. Mouse acting crazy. Close. All right, maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. All right, so now let's read it in the English. Exodus chapter 32, verse 21. And Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? Because Aaron allowed them to drink it. I allowed them to do that. So Moses stepped away for a second, and we got to acting crazy like we always do. All right. All right. Next up is going to be Exodus chapter 32, verse 22. And who do we have a volunteer for Exodus chapter 32 and verse 22?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua. You got it.
So it seems like dragon is a advantage.
Waya Amar.
All right.
Kindness and humanity.
Aha.
You're welcome, I guess.
Aharon.
Aharon, Aaron. Yep.
Where should we find the space car?
Your car.
All your car. Yep.
Is that a or a pa?
That's a car. So so it'd be your car.
No, I'm
It'd be
talking about.
all. Oh, yeah, correct. Yeah,
Adanya.
Adanya. Yep.
Ata.
You got it.
So every
Yeah. Yada. Yad. Yada. Yada. Yada.
You're the ice.
Yada. Okay, yada.
Yep.
No.
Is that her I'm?
You got it.
Kaya.
Yep.
Actually, you get an impulse gun because
Barai. Barai. Hawa.
I work with like
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. All right, and in the English. All right, in the English, Exodus chapter 32, verse 22. And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people. They are set on mischief. And that's something that's been consistent with us. We love staying in trouble. We hard head. Like the Bible, the Most High calls us hard head in the Bible. He calls us hard head. Even goes as far to call us sottish. That word sottish means stupid. we have a terrible habit of doing some very ill-advised, unwise things. We do a lot of unwise things as a people. And then we're punished for it. And after we punish for it, again, we're very apologetic. Lord, we sorry. But sometimes, like our officer Matazar Akara said, Salakia don't fix everything. Sometimes Salakia don't fix everything. All right, Aquafari, you got last one. I know you held out for this one on purpose. So did you want you reading it off your phone or you want to can you sit on
Yeah,
here?
phone.
All right, most I cry. I will
Yep,
put it on the floor
Salakia,
line
sir.
just for anybody else that's watching. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Waya Amarwa,
You got it?
Baya, Asha, Lanawa,
Okay.
Ala Hayam,
You got it.
Ashar, Yalakawa,
Yalakwa, yep.
Lapanya Nawa,
Okay. Somebody been listening to them prayers. All right.
threw me off my rhythm, so I can. Kaya
All right.
Za'a
Yep.
Masha
Okay.
Mash. Is it Mashaha?
Masha. That's just
Mash.
Moses. Masha.
Okay, Masha Ha Ayash
Ha,
Ashar
ha. Yep.
Ha Al Noah
All right.
Ma'arata Taza
Maharataza.
Ma'arata Ma'arataza
You got it.
Mataza Rayam
Matazaram. Yep. You got it.
La'a Yad the Ainawa
Yep.
Maha Hayaha
Yep.
Lawa.
Most High Christ. Give her a hand. Well, y'all came to read tonight. Y'all look. Y'all came to read tonight. Most High Christ. All right. Let me read it in the English. So in the English, Exodus chapter 32, verse 23 in the English. For they said unto me, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we want not what is become of him. All right. So again, we just getting to us coming out of Egypt, us losing our mind once we got out of Egypt, which again is not it's very common with us. It's very common with us. And the only thing different with this captivity that we are in now is in this captivity, we lost our identity completely. Just like in Isaiah, when the Most High told us that it was going to happen, though, He told us that we were going to lose our heritage and our culture. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Thou yourself will discontinue our heritage and discontinue our culture," and we just kept on and kept on and kept on, and now we are here. And like Commander Junior Hanna always says, one of the worst thing you can do to a race of people is put us in slavery underneath somebody else, because we don't have our identity, know who we are. We don't know what's right or wrong, left or right, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. But y'all are definitely in here providing a great example of what needs to be done. Give all y'all a hand. Y'all did a hell of a job tonight. Y'all did a hell of a job tonight on the numbers. Definitely on that reading. Y'all did a great job reading. Y'all did y'all thing tonight. I'm gonna have to bring it up and count. I think we need to let y'all start reading for Sabbath service. That's what we need to start doing. We might need to. Would you shake your head for no Princess Tyler? You did a good job. You did a good job tonight. All right, we're gonna go around, make sure everybody is Tawab before I get y'all up out of here. Aqua for now.
It's a lot, yes, sir.
How everything going?
Everything is going too well. I don't have no
Okay.
complaints.
You did a great job tonight. It was good seeing young man Kanak up there. I ain't seen him in a little bit, so it was good to see him up there. What you got for us before you get out of here tonight?
Tawab class. Everybody did a Tawab job, and the water to the great teachers.
All right, well, Yonderbar, you are very, very gracious, and I appreciate it. And Tawada to you for joining us tonight. Aqua Ra'aya.
Salaki, sir.
You ran through them verse. You ran through like you were practicing that verse the whole time. Wait, I can't wait till he called. Wait till the Nick call me. Watch how quick I read. You did a great job.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was reading it before it got to me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You did a great job.
But
Most
some of
high
it is some of the words are getting more familiar.
Yep.
Even though I might not
Yep.
know what it means, I know I've heard it before.
Yep.
So, but
and that's the whole point of like what we do. You can identify them. You know what it means. They start to become sight words, and like you say, even if you can't pinpoint exact like that punya hum, we say that all the time during the prayers. Once you see, oh, I know what that is. Now you know that's the face. That's the face to turn. So eventually you'll make that connection. You're gonna know exactly what you're reading. And but you did a great job tonight, Tawada, for joining us tonight. Aqua Thara Pa'a jumped out the gate on us tonight, so I got that one. I'm gonna set it off. You set it off. You did a great job setting it off reading tonight.
The
You should be
water,
very
sir.
proud of yourself. How you doing tonight?
I'm Tavok.
I ain't most high in Christ. How the little one doing?
That little one get on my nerves lately, sir.
Hey, what they supposed? They gonna do that.
He
That's all
like
right.
to he like to throw stuff, like he got toys. He got like a table and a chair in the corner downstairs, and he gets upset and he like to throw his stuff on the floor. And I said that's not nice. He's getting upset. He don't want nobody to tell him what to do.
That's what daddy for. Daddy straighten him out.
Every time I told his dad, he don't get with him.
Yeah,
He just
let's let daddy know. I got strong feeling. Let him know. Let daddy straighten him out. He be all right. He be all right. He be all right. But you did a great job tonight. Princess Tazarai.
Yes.
So did you like the popcorn and the caramel? Flocky, you like the cheese and the caramel, or you just like one of them?
Both.
You like both? Okay, bet. That's good. That's good. Because everybody don't like both of them. But like that's the classic, you know what I'm saying, with both of them. I like both of them. I like the caramel more just because I like sweet stuff, but I do like both of them. So that's good. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. How you feeling tonight?
I'm
You
just
did a great job reading.
right now. I'm just thinking about dinner.
Think about dinner. I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm about to go get me some as soon as I get off this computer. So I'm with you. I'm with you. You did a great job tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna come back and do it again next week, Lord willing. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all up out of here for the night. The water, all y'all again one more time. Give y'all a hand. You did a great job. Excellent reading tonight. Get y'all up out of here. All right, and that's it. That is the Lashawan Qadash. They did a great job tonight. If you are out there following along with us, again, we in here every Friday. Every Friday at 7 o'clock. Every Friday at 7 o'clock, we have the Lashawan Qadash. And that's it. It all starts with the ba ga da ha. That's how it starts. And it just a matter you continue to come to class. Downright, Officer Mutaz Akara, like Officer Mutaz Akara said, y'all did a great job. Y'all really impressed me tonight. Like y'all always do. Y'all always do a good job, but y'all really did a great job of the reading of the Hebrew tonight. I like the initiative. I liked how y'all jumped up in there. We're gonna go ahead and get y'all up out of here to enjoy the rest of your night. The hell? All right. To enjoy the rest of your night. As soon as I find my announcements, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Monday through Fridays. Monday through Friday, we be having classes, 7 p.m. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to pages. We have a lot of videos going up. A lot of videos coming up. Probably after this weekend, it's gonna be a gang. Y'all get a gang of notifications for the different videos we have. A list of the holy days. A list of Most High in Christ, the water. A list of the water. That's I don't know if y'all remember Officer Karai. Officer Karai, his rib got me straight. Yep, Officer Karai rib. She is very, very talented. She ready to she about 100 months pregnant right now. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get that baby, and it has not slowed her up at all. It ain't slowed her up at all. But she also did my hair for Passover, and she just did it day before yesterday. So shout out to her, Aqua Fazara Ma, for doing that. All right, so let's get it. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Also, I think the boil water advisory that we got in Virginia, I think that's lifted now. But if you are in that Richmond area, in those areas, I probably still would do it. But I do think that they came back and they said that that the boil water advisory is up now. Also, there are reports of that new COVID going around in Richmond. They're not calling for masks or anything like that, but make sure y'all are if you're around them damn devils or children, make sure they are washing their hands, all that good old stuff. The Most High is releasing these plagues, and we want to make sure we're doing our part to stay safe. If y'all have any questions about anything, call that number 757-550-1204. Was something else specific I wanted to mention. It content. But with that being said, the water for everybody joining us tonight. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to all the brothers, all the Akim, all the brothers out there that join us. Yahweh Shema Shabbat Thumb. All the Akwathian that join us. Yahweh Shemadathon. By Hashem Yahweh Shai. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanan. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization or any fake Israelite group. I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Or any fake Israelite group. With a new brother or sister coming to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6-month period, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. I know y'all know that because y'all killed that tonight. Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund. That's a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, and whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the closing of the feast of first fruits. That is June 8th. Hold up. Make sure I say it right. Yep, Sunday, June 8th. So that should be coming up very soon. Make sure y'all stay tuned with the school. Call a number. We'll have more information coming out. I don't know if we're going to be I'm pretty sure we're probably going to do something at the school. So y'all just stay tuned for information about the closing of the feast. If a brother comes in the school wants to be a trooper, you want to get in all black boots, shirts, headband, war scarf, pants, ready to roll. Come up in here, ready to roll them sleeves up, get in here, and like those beautiful VA shirts say that you can only get out of Virginia. From New Visions out of Virginia only. UPK's finest. Put your brick in. You want to come in here and put your brick in. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with you calling that number 757-550-1204. Sisters, you can't be troopers, but you can definitely be a part of this school. And we need you up in here as well. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Call that number. There's nothing wrong with watching class. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with watching class. But the Bible says that the kingdom does not come by observation. It doesn't come by observation. We have got to jump in here and put this work in. You know what I'm saying? We got to jump in and put this work in. Shout out to Akwaf Ra'aya. She be keeping VA looking glorious. She keeps VA looking glorious. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's New Visions on Facebook. We got commercial coming soon. I'm going to go ahead and start working on that too so we can get something that we can play coming up out of class to make sure y'all know how to get to it very easily. Very easy. So no sweat, Akwaf. And with that, you know what I'm saying? Again, the water for everybody joining. That's it. Y'all be safe out there. Weather's acting crazy. I think it's gonna be crazy for the rest of this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all be safe. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay watching the classes, watching the different videos. Jump in those comment section. You ain't gotta teach, but you can tell the devil they wrong. You know what I'm saying? The water for everybody joining us tonight. And Shalom, Israel.
It's gonna save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate the identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly done. Make a move unless we tune you up. Absolutely, man. We know you cause you ain't fooling us. In that cut with them bang bitches trying to cool it up.
This whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. But for the fifth angel of the Lord, come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? Man, it's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true truth that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
He gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely. 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 And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me. Best salute me. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're